Hey there guys, welcome to my walkthrough of the November 2018 AQA Foundation Maths Paper 3. Check out the description for links to lots of useful stuff, including my playlist containing every past paper walkthrough. Okay, let's go. Okay, question 1. Add 8mm to 7 centimeters. Circle your answer. Okay, so 8mm is 0.8 centimeters. So 7 add 0.8 gives us 7.8 centimeters. Now here, that is our answer. Say that we wanted it in millimeters, we would multiply 7.8 by 10 to get 78 millimeters. Cool. In a pie chart, one sector represents 1/4 of the data. What is the angle of that sector? So, this can be our pie chart. Now, very roughly, if we cut it in half, it's going to look like that. Quarters, it's going to look like that. The angle then of a quarter is 90 degrees. Question 3. Which of these cannot be the number of the lines of symmetry of a triangle? 0, 1, 2, or 3. Okay, so if we had a scalene triangle, which is one where all the sides are different, that has 0 lines of symmetry. If we had an isosceles, where two sides are the same, we got one line of symmetry down the middle. If we had an equilateral, where all the sides are the same, you got 1, 2, 3 lines of symmetry, so the answer is that you cannot have 2. Okay, question 4. Circle the fraction equal to 0.12. So, put 0.12 into your calculator, press equals, and it should turn it into a fraction. And you should get 3 over 25. Cool. 5a wants us to solve n add 7 is equal to 103. So we want to get rid of the plus 7, so we do that by subtracting 7 on both sides, and that gives us n is equal to 96. I have a playlist on solving linear equations. It will be down below. Part B wants us to solve m over 6 is equal to 12. So m over 6 means m divided by 6. To cancel out a division, we do a multiplication. So we times both sides by 6, so we get m is 72. Cool. Okay, question 6. We got a plan of a flat with 4 rectangular rooms. On the grid on the opposite page, make an accurate scale drawing of the plan. label the rooms and use the scale. 1 centimetre represents 2 feet. So what we need to do is turn these measurements into centimetres. So every 2 feet is 1 centimetre. So we divide each measurement by 2. So we got 5 centimetres there, 3 there, 4 there, 6 there, 4 there, and 7 there. So then all you need to do is draw 4 rectangles on this grid, and you should get something that looks like that. Remember to label the rooms. Go. Okay, number 7. Here are 2 groups of numbers, A and B. One number is moved from A to B. The sum of the numbers in B is now 20 more than the numbers in A. So sum means when you add them all together. We are asked which number is moved. We must show our working. 3 marks. Okay, so a good place to start would be working out the sums as they are at the moment. So the sum of A is, so remember, use your calculator. 19 add 11 is 30, add 14 is 44, add 32 is 76, add 16 is 92, add 9 is 101. And then in B, we've got 31 add 18 is 49, add 28 is 69, 77, add 12 gives us 89. Okay, so now that we know those two, let's have a think about this. So at the moment, the difference between these two is 101 minus 89, which is 12. So the difference between the numbers in A and the numbers in B is 12. So let's think about what we would need to do to make the difference 0. So to make the difference zero, we could subtract 6 from A and add 6 to B. So that would make the difference between them 0. To then make B 20 more than A, we could then subtract 10 from A and add 10 to B. So altogether we have taken 16 from A and added it onto B. So the number that we take out is 16. Cool. Okay, question 8. Beth sells hot dogs at a market. Each hot dog is a sausage in a bread roll. Hot dogs, £3 each. Good times. The table shows costs. So the fee paid to the market, 240 quid. Bread rolls are 42p per pack of 6. Sausages are £2.50 for a pack of 10, jar of 10, and other costs 57 quid. Beth sells the hot dogs for £3 each. She sells 300 hot dogs, work out her total profit. 5 marks. Okay, first of them, profit is money that she makes, so money made, minus money she had to spend, so minus her costs. So for example, if I bought a bottle of Coke for £1 and then sold it for £1.50, I've made 50p profit. So she makes money by selling 300 hot dogs. So the money made is 300 times £3. So that is £900. Okay, now let's work out her costs. So she needs 300 bread rolls. Bread rolls are sold in packs of 6 for 42p per pack. So we need to work out how many packs she needs. So 300 divided by 6 is 50. So she needs 50 packs of bread rolls. So then we do 50 times 0.42, and that is going to give us 2 seconds. £21. So that's the cost of the bread rolls. Now for the sausages, we know they come in jars of 10. So if we do 300 divided by 10, we get 30. 1 jar costs £2.50. So 30 times £2.50 is £75. So our total costs are the £240 to the market, add 21 for the bread, add 75 for the sausages, and then add 57 for the other costs. So add all of that together and we get £393. So profit is 900 minus 393 493, which is 507 pounds. Cool. Okay, number 9. A company sells houses. The line graph shows the number of, the numbers sold per week for 30 weeks. So, graphs like this often cause a lot of confusion. So along the bottom we've got the number of houses. So, and up the side we've got the number of weeks. So what this is saying, 0 houses were sold on 2 weeks. 1 house was sold on 4 weeks, for example. So we want to work out for part A the range of the number of houses sold per week. So range is biggest take smallest. The biggest number of houses sold in a week was 5. The smallest was 0. So it's 5 take 0, which is 5. Part B, for 2 marks, wants us to work out the median number of houses sold. So, the median is the middle. Now, in this line graph, there are 30 weeks. So if we were to write out all of these numbers, all 30 of them, then the median would be slap bang in the middle. Now, half of 30 is 15, but because there is an even number of things, there would be 15 on the left and 15 on the right of the median. So that means if we were to cross off one on the left, one on the right, keep on doing that, we would get down to 2 numbers in the middle. So the median is between the 15th and 16th piece of data. So we're not going to write them all out, we're just going to go through, count up the number of weeks until we get to 15. So 0 houses were sold on 2 weeks. Then we got 4 weeks, so that's 6 altogether. Then we got 3, so that's 9. And then we got 6, which takes us up to 15. So the 15th piece of data would be a 3, the 16th would be 4, so then we take the mean of those two. So then we do 3 add 4 over 2, which gives us 3.5. Boom. Okay, then part C. The company sells 3 houses. The prices are 185,000, 239,000 and 136,000. The company earns 2% commission on each house. In total, how much commission will the company earn on the 3 houses? So we can just add up the total of the house prices. So 185,000 add 239,000 add 136,000 and that will give us 2 seconds. £560,000. So we now need to work out 2% of that. So the way that I would do this is just to 0.02 times 560,000, and that will give you 11,200 pounds. Cool. Okay, question 10. In a game, a fair spinner has 5 equal sections as shown. Chloe spins the spinner. What is the write down the probability that she gets miss a turn. So only one section says miss a turn. There are 5 sections, so it's 1/5. Part B. The spinner lands on, go back 1 square 3 times in a row. Jamal is next to spin. Write down the probability he gets go back 1 square. So again, only one section says go back 1 square. There are 5 sections, so again it's just 1/5. The spinner doesn't care what it's just landed on. Every spin has the same probabilities. Part C. In one game, the spinner is spun 85 times. How many of these spins are expected to be go forward 2 squares? So, go forward 2 squares pops up once, twice. So there are 2 sections saying go forward 2 squares. So the probability of landing on it is 2/5, which means then 2/5 of all spins would be expected to be going forward 2 squares. So we just need to work out 2/5 of 85. On your calculator, just put it in as 2/5 times 85. You will get 34. Question 11. Circle the cube number. So a cube number is when you multiply a number by itself and by itself. You can use your calculator to check. You need to use the square root with a little 3 on it. So if you put in each of these numbers, for 9, 10,000 and 333, you won't get a whole number. If you put in the cube root of 7 to 9, you will get 9. So 729 is 9 cubed. So that is our cube number. Question 12. How many minutes is 225 seconds? Okay, so 1 minute is 60 seconds. So going up in the 60s, we get 60, 120, 180, 240, too big, go back. So we can say that 225 seconds is 180 seconds, add 45 seconds, which is 3 minutes, 45 seconds. Now 45 seconds is 45 out of 60 of a minute. So it's 3 3/4 of a minute. Cool. Okay, question 13. A small square has side length x centimeters. A large square has length 15 centimeters. The area of the small square is 1/9 the area of the big square. Work out x. Okay, so what do we know about squares? The area is base times height. So the area of the small square is x times x, which is x squared centimetres squared. The area of the large square is 15 centimetres times 15 centimetres, which is 225 centimetres squared. Now, we know that the area of the small square is 1/9 the area of the big square. So that means then that x squared is 225 over 9, and that gives us x squared is 25, so x is 5. Boom. Okay, number 14. The term-to-term rule of a sequence is add 8 and divide by 2. The first term of the sequence is minus 24. Find the next two terms. Okay, so for the second, we're going to do minus 24 add 8 is minus 16, and then we do minus 16 divided by 2 is minus 8, and then for the third we do minus 8 add 8 is 0, 0 divided by 2 is 0. So we go minus 8 and then 0. Part B. The term-to-term rule of a different sequence is subtract 1 and multiply by 5. The third term of the sequence is 120. Work out the first term. Okay, so think about what we're doing here. So say that we start with a number, so let's call it x. We then subtract 1 and then multiply by 5, and then that gives us our output. Let's just call it y. So we want to go backwards through this because we know the third term. So going backwards, we do the opposite and in reverse order. So we're going to divide by 5, add 1, and that gets us back to our number. So 120 divided by 5 is 24, and then 24 add 1 is 25, so that would be the second term, and then we do 25 divided by 5 is 5, 5 add 1 is 6, 6 is our guy. Okay, 15. Describe fully the single transformation that maps shape A to shape B. So, we can see these two triangles are the same size, so it's not an enlargement. Shape of triangle B has rotated, so it is a rotation. So it's 3 marks. So there's 1. And we need to say which way and by what angle. So you can see it's gone this way, which is anti-clockwise. The angle would be 90 degrees. And then we need to find the centre. So, looking at the tips of the 2 triangles, they are both the same distance away from the origin. So for this guy we'd go 1 down, 2 right. For this guy we'd go 1 right and 2 up. So the centre of enlargement is 0, 0. Cool. Okay, 16, 4 marks. Amal drives her car for work. She claims 40p per mile from her employer. So that means every mile she drives, she gets 40p from her employer. Her car travels 52 miles for each gallon of petrol. So if she puts a gallon in her car, she can get 52 miles. She pays £5.36 for 1 gallon of petrol. On one journey, she drives 260 miles. How much more does she claim than she pays for petrol? So again, really, it's profit. So, we need to work out, first of all, how much she spends on the petrol for this journey, how much she claims for the journey, and then find the difference. So, the number of gallons is 260 miles divided by the number of miles she gets per gallon. So divided by 52. Now that gives us 5 gallons. So then the cost of petrol is 5 times £5.36, which gives us 2 seconds. £26.8, so £26.80p. Okay, so let's write that here so we don't lose it. Right, she's going to claim then £260 miles, so 260 times 40p, and that is going to be £104. So we want to know how much more does she claim than she pays. So 104 minus 26 80. And that gives us £77.20p. So 77.20. Boom. Okay, number 17, we have a map of Cuba. 1.5 centimeters represents 200 kilometers. We want to work out the actual distance between Havana and Holguin, maybe. So, all you need to do, if you want this printed out, is measure this line. You should get about 4.7 centimeters. We then need to know how many lots of 1.5 are in that. So we then do 4.7 divided by 1.5, and that gives us 3.13 recurring. So that tells us there are 3.13 lots of 200 kilometers between. So we then do 3.13 times 200 kilometers, and that gives us 626.6 recurring. So we could say 626.7 kilometers. Cool. Okay, question 18. 4 friends all give each other presents. How nice. The total cost of the presents is £83.40. Work out the mean cost of one present. So, if there are 4 friends and they all give each other presents, say person A has to give a present to B, C and D. So in total, the total number of presents is, well, each of the 4 people have to buy 3 presents. So it's 4 times 3, which is 12. Then the mean cost is the total cost, 83.40 divided by the total number of presents, 12, which is £6.95p. Cool. Okay, number 19. A forest has 6,500 trees. The trees are beech or maple. The ratio beech to maple is 1.6 to 1. What fraction of the trees are beech? Okay, so we know that this ratio isn't very nice because it has a decimal. So, first up, let's rejig the ratio a bit. So, beech to maple is 1.6 to 1. Now, we can change ratios using multiplication. So, as long as we do the same thing to both sides. So here, we can multiply by 10. So 16 to 10. And then there's a common factor of 2. So we can say that's 8 to 5. Now, in total, this ratio has 13 parts. and 8 of those parts are each, so it's 8/13. Cool. Write the number of peach to the number of maple in the form 1 to n. Okay, so we've just said that peach to maple is 8 to 5. All that 1 to n means is we want the left-hand number to be 1. So we divide through by 8. So we get 1 to 5 over 8. Cool. Okay, question 20. A shape is translated by the vector 0, 4. In which direction does it move? So, vectors are not scary. They have 2 parts. So, the top number is the x vector. If this is positive, we move right, negative, left, 0, nowhere. The bottom number is the y vector. If that's positive, we move up, negative, down, 0, nowhere. So this vector is only moving us 4 places up. 21. The length of a table is 110 centimeters to the nearest centimeter. Complete the error interval. So my error interval stuff is down below. Whenever you round, you make an error. The error interval is the range of values that the actual length here could have been in before rounding to the nearest centimetre. So, the smallest number that would round up to 110 is 109.5, and then for the upper bound you use the smallest number that would not round down. So that would be 110.5. Cool. Okay, 22. K is n squared add 9n add 1. Mo says k will be a prime number for all integer values of n from 1 to 9. We want to show that Mo is wrong. You must show that your value of k is not prime. Alright, prime numbers are numbers that cannot be divided by anything except 1 and themselves. Now our calculator can help us here. As numbers get bigger, it's harder to know whether or not they are prime. If a number is prime, then written as a product of its prime factors, it's just the number itself. If a number is not prime, say 8, written as a product of prime factors, 8 is 2 times 2 times 2, 2 cubed. Now your calculator can write numbers as products of their primes. So, somewhere towards the top left, there's a pattern with dots and dashes. Above it in yellow, it says fact. Now if you put in 8, press equals, you get 8, then press shift, and then that pattern, and you will get 2 cubed. So if a number changes when you do that, that means it's not prime. If you just get left with a number, that number is prime. So what we're going to do is substitute values of n into this and try to find a number that is not prime. So when n is 1, k is 1 squared, 1, add 9 times 1, so up to there that's 10, and 1 gives us 11. That's prime. And it's 2 gives us k is 4 add 18 and 1, which is 23, which is prime. N equals 3 gives us k is 9 add 27 add 1, which is 37, which is prime. And it's 4 gives us k is 16 add 36 add 1, which is 53. Which is prime. And it's 5 gives us k is 25 add 45 and 1, which is 71, which is prime. When n is 6, k is 36 add 54 add 1, which is 91. Now, 91, if you use your calculator, can be written as 7 times 13. So, 91 is not prime. Mo is wrong. Silly Mo. Okay, 23. We have simultaneous equations. So my playlist is down below. So at a cafe, 2 teas and 1 coffee cost £3.40. And 1 tea and 4 coffees cost £7.30. Work out the cost of 1 tea and the cost of 1 coffee. So, how do we know whether this is simultaneous equations? It's because there are 2 sentences about 2 different things. So, let's pick letters for tea and coffee. So let's use T for tea, seems to make sense, and C for coffee. So the first sentence then becomes 2T add C is equal to 340, and the second one, 1T is just T, add 4C is 730. Now let's call those 1 and 2. So the aim with the simultaneous equations is to get 2 equations with the same amount of the same letter, so we can then subtract one from the other and cancel that letter out. So, with this one, I'm going to go for the t's. So, we can turn 1t into 2t by multiplying by 2. So, we are going to do 2 times equation 2. So, that gives us 2t add 8c is equal to 2 times the price, 1460. Now let's call that equation 3. So equation 1 and 3 now both have 2t. So we can now get rid of the t's and get left with an equation just in terms of C. So to do that, we're going to do 3 take away 1. So 2t take 2t cancels out. 8c minus 1c is 7c. And on the right, we've got 1460 minus 340, which is going to leave us with £11.20p. From that, we can work out the cost of 1 coffee by dividing by 7. So, C, 1 coffee is 11.20 divided by 7, which is £1.60. So that's the cost of 1 coffee. Now we know that 2 teas and a coffee cost £3.40. So we now know that 2t add 160 is equal to 340. So 2 t's cost, so we take 160 away, and that gives us 180. Divide by 2, 1t costs £0.9 or 90p. Cool. Okay, 24, we got our time series graph. So, a music festival has taken place each year from 2011. The table shows the number of people who attended each year. The festival organisers draw a time series graph to represent the data. The first 4 years have been plotted down there. Now our job for part A is to complete the graph. Okay, so the first 4 have been done. So we need to start with 2015. Now that had 2,023 people. So the scale, the side, is 1 little square represents 100 people. So 2023, it's going to be just above 2,000, so about there. Okay, then the next one. 2016 was 2,612. So it's 2,500, so it's just going to be above there. Okay, next one. 2017, 3,251. So there's 3,000. So that one's going to be about there. And then 2018 is 3,780. So that is going to be about there. Cool. So that is our completed graph. Part B It wants us to use the graph to estimate the number of people in 2019. So we can see that this is pretty much a straight line. So if we carry it on to 2019, it's going to be about there. So that is about 4,200. Cool. 25. Doug owes an amount of £600. He wants to pay off the amount he owes over 5 months. Doug says, each month I will pay back 20% of what I still owe. So that is important. Show working to check if his method is correct. So this means he is not paying back 20% of £600 each month. That would do it. What he's doing is in the first month he's paying 20% of 600 quid. On your calculator, just do 0.2 times 600, and that is £120. So then there is £480 left for him to pay. So in the second month he's then paying back 20% of 480, not 20% of 600. So you could do this 5 times and show that he's wrong. The quick way to do it is we are decreasing 600 quid by 20% 5 times. So using decimal multipliers, well, on the 100% minus 20% is 80%. Using decimal multipliers, then we can just do 600 times 0.8 to the power of 5, and that would give us £196 60p. Still to pay. So what he should have done is paid back 20% of £600 each month. So £120 each month would have done it. Bad Doug. Okay, 26, we have a quadratic graph times, and we're asked to circle the x-coordinate of the turning point. So, the turning point, funnily enough, is the point where the graph turns. So, there. Now the x-coordinate is 1. While we're here, the y-coordinate is minus 4. But we only care about the x, so it's 1. Cool. 27, 95 marker. So, the motor racing circuit consists of 2 parallel straight sections of length 0.75 kilometers, a semicircle of diameter 0.9 kilometers, and 3 equal smaller semicircles. So those are these guys here. So there's 1, there's 2, and there's 3. Now we're told the length of a motor race must be greater than 305 kilometers. What is the lowest number of full laps at this circuit? We must show our working. Okay, so what we need to do then is find the perimeter of this shape. The perimeter is the length of 1 lap. When we know that, divide 305 by the length of a lap and we'll get the answer. So, the two straight bits that's nice, that's just going to be 2 times 0.75 kilometers, which is 1.5 kilometers. So, that's good. Okay, now for the semicircles. So, for a circle, the circumference is pi times diameter. So, for the arc of a semicircle, it's half of that. So, the arc here is 0.9 pi over 2 kilometers. So that is 0.45 pi kilometers. Now, with these guys over here, we know they are equal semicircles. We know their diameters altogether have to add up to 0.9, which means they have a diameter of 0.3. So, one of the semicircles has an arc length of 0.3 pi over 2 kilometers, which is 0.15 pi kilometers. Now there's 3 of them, so 3 times 0.15 kilometers is equal to 0.45 kilometers. So, one circuit is 1.5 add to lots of 0.45 pi. So that's 0.9 pi kilometers. Okay, at this point then, it's time to turn this into a decimal. Don't forget the pi, classic mistake. So that gives us 4.3 kilometers. Now we want to know how many laps we need to do. So 305 divided by 4.3 gives us 70.9 blah blah blah. We want the lowest number of full laps, so round up, 71 is our guy. 28 for 2 marks wants us to solve 8 is greater than 3 minus half x. So, solving inequalities is exactly the same as solving equations. We want to get x on its own on one side and a number on the other. So, we definitely don't want a negative x term, so let's add half x to both sides. So we get half x add 8 is greater than 3. Take away the 8. Half x is greater than minus 5. And then to get rid of the half, multiply by 2, we get x is greater than minus 10. Boom. Final question for 2 marks, sock tower playlist down below. So we want to work out the sides of angle x in this triangle. So, with regards to the triangle, this guy is the adjacent, this guy is the hypotenuse. So, is it SOH? S-O-H? No. K, C-A-H, bingo. So, K tells us cos of x is equal to the adjacent 9 over the hypotenuse 10. Now to get x out of the cos function, we inverse cos both sides. So we get x is, now to do this, press shift and then cos. So we get x is the inverse cos 9 over 10, which gives us 25.8 degrees. Boom. And on that, guys, thank God this paper is done. This paper seems to be horrible. How did you guys find it? Hope this helped. Good luck in your exams. Take it easy. Take care.